Well, surprise, everybody. We are back here and excited to bring some secret coverage of our finals. I am Nick DiChiria, joined by Ashley Richey in the commentary booth for Mixed Trips Finals. Ho, ho, ho takes on the Darty Rotten Scoundrels here.
Say that 3 times fast.
Ho, 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 ho,
Not
and ho,
that
ho,
one.
ho. Oh, so just a heads up of what we're looking at. It's going to be 701. The female does start, and it is going to be Fat Bull Double Out that we're going to be looking at here. And let me tell you, Danny Baggish, I'm glad that he's out there and you're in here, Ashley.
Oh, well, thank you. Me too. Actually, not really. I wanted to be there.
You wanted to be there. You got 4th place in this event,
I did get
actually.
4th, yep.
So what is it like to be able to do that deep run? I mean, there's 86 teams in here. It's a very, very
I didn't
tough
even know
field.
that.
Yeah, 86 teams and to get 4th place. I mean, that's a very tough position to be.
It was exciting.
Exciting, fun.
Of course. You know, I'm not a soft tip player regularly, so.
Do you feel like there's a difficulty with the transition, or do you feel like it's
a mental thing, I think.
Mental?
It is. Because I don't use the bowl as much, you know, playing steel, and my arm wants to go triple 20 automatically all the time.
There you go. Yeah, a little bit of insight there. It's definitely one of those things where it is absolutely mental. Darts in general is just mental.
Right.
I was out there and I was like, man, I am absolutely in my head, and that is exactly what I was thinking about there.
But whatever you did, you won.
So let's look at the teams here, right? Tommy Evans is throwing Paula Murphy, Danny Baggish. You look at that trio. It's disgusting, right? Can we say the word disgusting here?
Yeah. You become the hope you can win team sometimes. You're like, ugh. These are monster teams.
So, I mean, we saw Kenny Doyle and Ben, Team Super Darts, playing the Pro-Am earlier today, and actually went out from there. They went on quite the run, and we saw, or I believe they got one out. I know they won the seats. It's been a while. It's been a long day. But on the other end there, you also see Tommy Evans, Steve McDowell played in the amateur doubles and did end up getting that win. Paula Murphy and Kim Pantai went on the run.
They did.
So you see there's a running theme here of if you're doing well in one event, it typically carries over, right?
They're just great players. So, I mean, it's not like you're going on a great run. It's Paula and all that. They're all so great.
So one of the things that is tough when you're playing triples is the fact that 5 other players throw in between your throw. How do you keep yourself engaged and focused before going up to the line on your next visit there?
Pray. I actually try not to pay attention of like how many people are going, because then I feel like it delays me mentally, where I just wait for Austin. Like tonight, Austin's like, you're up. I'm like, okay, let's go.
Oh, man. Well, here we go. Danny Baggish is going to try to tee up the 181 here, and no immediate pressure. Tommy Evans will be following behind here. So, yeah, 64 on the leave. Ben here is going to have a lot of pressure. Hat trick to leave the hat trick is going to be your mentality here.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
In tough scenarios. Now, won't be able to leave a finish after that first dart. 64-14 bull here, Ashley?
Well, my mind says no, but yes.
Yeah, in steel, you would absolutely go the 16s route there.
100%. Yeah, we had that happen a couple times where I went like a steel format, and Austin's like, no.
No, hold on. Wait a second.
Throw the fat 6. Don't go 16 double top. And I'm like,
Well, it's a little bit of a retrain, right? I mean, it is.
It really is different.
Well, I feel like darts is darts in general. It is a little bit of like you have to almost re-engage yourself and realize that the routes and strategies, the math is different, right?
Yes.
It just comes down to a game of math.
Right.
Meredith here is going to get the start, and she started off well in the last leg, too. They know that their hands are going to be full in this matchup.
I think both teams know their hands are going to be full altogether. They're both great teams. They're the teams I would, if looking at a bracket, I'd be like, yeah, they're going to the finals.
Yeah, you look at all 86 teams, and there's, don't get me wrong, countless great teams in there.
Yeah, they're fantastic shots
There's a
here.
handful of real standout teams, and these are absolutely 2 of them. They deserve to be here by every means.
These are the monster teams you hope to avoid until the end.
Hey, sometimes the dream teams get put together, and sometimes they work out well, and sometimes they don't. And admittedly, I mean, Danny and Paula played together for how many years?
As long as I've been playing, it's been Danny and Paula playing together, so that's a comfortable team.
And Danny, 2-time BullShooter MVP. I believe both years he was the male MVP. Paula was also the female MVP because they played together in those runs.
Yep, I remember those.
Yeah, some iconic performances indeed. Now, Ben is someone that, admittedly, other than just knowing him through friends of friends, has absolutely impressed me today. He's been throwing some really great darts.
Yeah, I've seen him around. I don't know him. I haven't had many conversations with him, but everything that I have seen, he has fantastic as well.
Well, his timing's incredible. He tends to just find the exact moment you need to hit a shot to be able to cash it in.
Right.
And he's going to be a welcomed addition to the pro list, considering that pro-am performance he put on with Kenny was an absolutely magnificent duo.
Yeah.
Now, would you say, Ashley, in your expert opinion,
my expert opinion,
you are an expert,
official
darts person. There's a lot of different stops in the BullShooter Tour. I would argue to say personally that Florida probably has the toughest as far as the female field goes.
Florida females are intense.
And
then you have other people that still came in, and I was like
Taylor Thaxton.
Yeah, I met her this weekend for the first time. She's incredible.
Absolutely.
I got to play her, and it was awesome.
She was the women's singles winner on a Friday night and runner-up with Caitlin Myers today in women's doubles.
Yeah. Caitlin Myers is great, too.
Absolutely.
She's fantastic. Just great human also.
Well, and it's one of those things, too, where we have so many tough competitors in Florida on the female side that they all force each other to become better, right? That's part of the problem.
You're 100% right.
It's almost like a, I guess, get good mentality.
Yep. Yeah. I would say Paula and Murph forced me to play harder, always.
And, I mean, again, tough competitor yourself here. You got 4th place in this very event out of 86 teams. I know for a fact the last time you and I played against each other, you were playing in men's doubles, by the way.
I was playing in men's doubles.
In men's doubles for somebody,
I did.
And beat me to get to the finals of that event.
I did. Not that I loved beating you, but I actually loved competing in men's doubles because it was a...
You can admit if you liked beating me. It's okay.
I did like winning, yes. But not specifically like beating Nick. I love Nick.
Oh, man. Well, looking at this right now, Ben knows he's in a little bit of a troublesome scenario. He actually goes to the 20s here, and I don't mind that, knowing for the fact that Danny, you expect him to find the hat trick to leave the 1-6-1.
Yeah, I would 100%.
He had to try to push this team to a finish, because right now the throw's getting challenged. If Danny hits the hat, he's debating how exactly he wants to set this up. I think a 1-6-1 is probably a perfectly fine leave. Just because you want to have a guaranteed shot here, and Tommy Evans is the one following you here.
Yeah.
That dart dropped, so no way to go out from there. Or set up an out, excuse me.
Yeah. Santa. Listen.
Now I'm starting to understand where Ho 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 came from now that I think about it. Didn't put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah. I was standing next to Kenny last night while he was playing Alex in the finals, and every time he would walk back, he had something to say. And it was the funniest stuff. Like, I wasn't ready for stuff that he was saying.
He's so stoic, but he also just like always has something on his mind that he just lets you know about. It doesn't matter. He doesn't care if you're listening or not. He's just going to let you know. He just
talks, yeah. And I was like trying to remain focused because I was like, I don't want people to think I'm trying to distract him, because I'm friends with Alex. Not that I'm not friends with Kenny, but he would just come back and talk to me about everything he was doing, what he was doing next, why he did it, why Alex is doing what he was doing. And I was like... I mean, it's good insight.
Oh, absolutely. He will let you know. And Meredith's also that same way.
She's the same way.
Exactly what she's feeling. But 91 is the look. Trip 17 for double top to make this one apiece here in this final. Meredith has always been a methodical player. She's going to take her time with this shot. I think that's to her benefit here. Pulls it in. So now it's going to be bull for double 19. You need to play the safer route here, even though it's a non-optimal double.
So when we were playing Murph Kenny... Kenny messes with Murph while she's shooting, and I think it's hilarious.
Oh, all the time. They have been playing together for countless years too.
But I just loved it. They just were heckling each other so hard that it was almost hard to shoot because you were laughing so hard.
Oh, man. Well, Meredith there does go inside, unfortunately, leaving herself at 19. Paula Murphy, if she takes us out, we're done and dusted.
Yeah.
68-18 for Bull. Bullseye. In a second here. Big dart coming in.
Oh,
and she has been struggling with her bowls a little bit. She's been dropping her darts just a little bit there. So now Ben, he's been clutch time and time again. Gets 2 darts at the double.
Oh, there it goes.
There, so 1-1. It is not over yet, folks.
Such a ninja with that
stuff. Well, Danny outside on the bowl, definitely off the margins for himself there. You'd expect him to find at least a bull there on the diddle. Kenny doesn't get it either, but it looks like he got him by a hole there. So you can see Kenny's grinning ear to ear there. He was absolutely just like, hey, I got away with that one. But, you talk about how Kenny and Murph give each other a lot of stuff and everything else there. It's important to know that your dichotomy with your partner is so crucial to success.
It really is.
You have to have a good time with the person you're throwing with. You don't have to necessarily always be best friends, but when you see these superstar stat pairings, it's not the same as people that just have that chemistry together.
No, you're right, 100%. I've definitely thrown with some people, bigger names and not bigger names, where it just did not mesh. And, that's why I shoot with Levi, and I shot with him in the men's doubles because he's like, would you shoot? And I was like, with you? Anywhere. Because Levi and I have that vibe together. Right? Yeah, it's very relaxing. I don't feel pressure. So
it's actually one of my favorite parts about playing trips, though, is it's easy to keep everyone out of their own heads because there's just so many of you.
Yes.
There's a lot of people to riff off there. In fact, I know this is controversial because most people actually don't prefer playing triples. It's Paula Murphy nails a hat trick there.
She's mad about missing that bull.
She absolutely is. But it's one of those things where I like triples just because it truly makes it feel almost like a team sport.
Yes.
And doubles more so just feels like two individual performances, like a gymnastics pairing or some kind.
I don't know if you'll see it, but when we were playing on stream earlier, we had a joke where if you didn't hit 2 bowls, there was a chair in the corner, and you'll watch Austin and Shane point and put me in the corner. And we put Austin in the corner a couple times, and we kept it fun and light, and just it was distracting. It was great.
Meredith texted me while playing her match. By the way, this was around 5th, 6th, or on somewhere around there. She's playing towards the end of her tournament run to getting towards the finals, and she texted me, by the way, the chair that you put in the bullpen, that's for timeouts. If you don't hit 2 bowls,
so we started that. Yeah.
Okay, you guys were a part of the timeout.
Well, I put myself in timeout originally. I went up, I wasn't ready, and I rapid through, and I was like, I'll just put myself in timeout, and it became the timeout chair. And there was one time where Murph and I were putting it together. So
well, it's also just there's so much love between the ladies here as
well.
Yes,
it's true.
The sportsmanship, I mean, the fact that you guys can be joking about the timeout chair while playing in a very serious competitive match is awesome.
You know what, though? It made it much easier because, as you know, I absolutely hate being on stream, but this time playing with the people over there that were joking and having fun, I loved it. I can't wait to do it again.
You also just keep getting on streams.
I do. I'm
winning,
getting much more comfortable.
You have to, right?
At some point.
And that's what you see with pretty much all these players here. I think none of these players are really unfamiliar with being on the live feed. I guess I can't speak for Ben as much, but everyone else here, I mean...
I feel like I've seen him over the years on some streams for BullShooter a couple times.
I think I just happened to miss ways with him.
Maybe.
I'm relatively new to the game with 3 years and on doing the feeds, right? But let me tell you, all these people are showing comfort right now. They're just playing darts, and how many times do you think Meredith and Paula have played against each other in a ladies' event? Hundreds, thousands, maybe? Hundreds of thousands?
I've only been around 8 or 9 years, so I don't know about hundreds. I can't go back. I don't want to date them. They're but yes, I'm sure many, many years.
Paula finding perfection again. Back-to-back hat tricks for her.
She's still mad about that.
She is, but
I get it.
She's using it to elevate her game here, and they're well out front. And honestly, Ho 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 is on the outside looking in. Oh, no, no. Does find a hat trick. Ben.
Here we go.
Does course correct here. With 173 not being a finish, you're kind of hoping for a little bit of forced error here, right? You want Danny to try to not get to a single dart out or a good 2-dart finish.
Right.
Danny's going to have something to say about it, but that's an awkward first start for him. He's moved well over from where he normally stands. One more bull here should suffice. Doesn't get it. So that's the forced error, right? That's step 1. Step 2 is Kenny setting it up, and step 3 is Ben taking it out.
Yeah, that's exactly. Well, let's see what Kenny does.
Sunshine State Santa. Finds a hat trick there, delivering some presents on the board.
Murph's got to take it out, right?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be
right.
Yeah,
it's gonna be the.
Right.
It's gonna be the. Oh,
it's weird not having Kenny go second. I'm gonna be honest.
No, yeah.
So yeah, Meredith will be left with a shot if
Tommy doesn't take it out.
Bull for trip 18 or bull for bull. Goes trip 18 for bull. Even cleaner.
Oh, there we go.
Get it there, and you can see it is all love between some very familiar competitors and a very, very tough field here, Ashley.
It was.